Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, Unit 2, Lesson 3, Motion. What is the meaning of motion? The motion is the change of the object position as time passes according to another position. Any motion had a speed. When you travel on the road, on the highway, you found signs refers to the speed, like 100 km per hour. It means that the car should move 100 km in each hour. So the speed is the distance covered by an object in a unit time. Its measuring unit meter per second or kilometer per hour. Relative motion. From its name, relative, it means motion of object relative to another object. For example, a car moves by your side with the same speed. When the car moves by your side with the same speed, you feel that the two cars aren't moving. You feel there is no moving will be observed. Another example, when a car moved against your direction, in opposite direction to you, you feel that the other car moves with a high speed, It's just feeling. Another example, when you move beside a stopping car, you feel that the other car is moving backward, so you found that you look backward to the car which stopped. So the relative motion, it's the change in an object's position or direction as time passes relative to another object or a fixed point. This fixed point known as frame of reference. Types of motion. There are two types of motion, periodic motion and transitional motion. The periodic motion, as pendulum. When you pull a pendulum and you leave it, you found that it moves to left and right. It's moving repeated regularly at equal periods of time. So it's known as periodic motion. So the periodic motion, from its name periodic, it's a motion which is regularly repeated in equal periods of time. It doesn't have initial or final position. It's repeated, so it doesn't have initial and final position. From examples of periodic motion, there are three types of periodic motion: vibrating periodic motion, and circular periodic motion, and wave periodic motion. The vibrating periodic motion, like simple pendulum, it moves left and right, like vibration. The circular motion, as the fan arm while it's on. You found that the arms of fan rotate in circular motion repeated regularly. Also, the wave motion. When a piece of cork is thrown in water, when you throw a piece of cork or a stone in water, you found that circles is formed. These circles known as wave, not the wave which you swim in it. The wave here mean the circles which formed when a stone is thrown in water. The transitional motion, it's a motion. It's an ordinary motion. The ordinary motion, the train motion, the car motion, your motion is called the transitional motion. It's a transferring motion. So the transitional motion It's a motion in which the object's position is changed relative to a fixed point from time to time. In this case, there is initial and final position. There is a starting point and ending point. For example, train motion and bike motion, car motion, your motion is considered a transitional motion. The wave. There are two types of waves, mechanical waves and electromagnetic waves. Mechanical waves. The mechanical waves, from its name mechanical, it needs medium to transfer through it. It doesn't transfer in the space. When you watch a movie of space or universe, you found that when people talk, the other people can't hear them because the sound doesn't transfer through vacuum, doesn't transfer in the space. So the mechanical wave, like sound, needs medium to transfer through it. And when you operate the cassette, you found that everything around you is vibrated due to the mechanical waves produced by vibration of the medium particles, by vibration of air particles. The speed of mechanical waves is relatively low. Are you remember from the first term when you learned that the thunder and lightning happen at the same time, but you see the lightning before you hear the thunder, because the thunder has a relatively low speed while the light had a great speed. So the mechanical waves had relatively low speed. For example of mechanical waves, sound waves and water waves. Electromagnetic waves, like light, they are accompanied by electric and magnetic field, and they doesn't need medium to transfer through it. They spread in all media and the space, where the sunlight comes to Earth from the space, from the outer space. So it transfers through space and transfer in all media. Their speed is very high. Its speed is 300 million meters per second, or 3 times 10 power 8 meters per second. For examples of electromagnetic waves, light waves, X-ray, radio and TV waves. The radio here, not the sound of radio, no, it's the waves which come from satellite. And also wireless waves, which are the waves of mobile phone, and ultraviolet rays, which comes from sun, and the infrared rays also come from sun. Technological application for mechanical and electromagnetic waves. Firstly, the technological application for mechanical waves or sound waves. We use sound waves in examining and decoding sets for human body, like sonar devices. Also, stringed musical instruments as violin and guitar. Also, we use the sound waves in amplifiers and controlling sound sets. The technological applications of electromagnetic waves, the using of each ray. Visible light. The visible light used in photographic cameras, TV cameras, and data show. The X-ray used in detecting the bone fracture. Also, it's used in examining minerals raw in industry, like the errors and pores and cracks in minerals. It detects the errors pores and the cracks which you found in the minerals. The gamma ray is ray produced from the radioactive elements, some radioactive elements, which radiate rays, unseen rays. For example, gamma ray. The gamma ray used in medical purposes at the treatment and discovering some swellings or some tumors. The ultraviolet rays used to sterilize the sets of surgical operation rooms because they have the property to kill microbes. So it's used in sterilizing the tools and the surgical rooms. Finally, the infrared rays, which has thermal effect, used in cooking foods as in microwave and in remote sets to control the electric sets like TV and DVD. Also, the infrared rays used in remote sensing instruments to photograph Earth's surface using satellite. Also, it's used in night vision sets in military, like the night cameras, which used in military purposes. We finish our lesson. Thank you.